ये 35 ईयर में कौन कौन से चैलेंजेस आपने फेस किए?
Many challenges have come in what you call in life. It's not that nobody can have any kind of a challenges.
कोई ऐसा फेलियर जिसमें लगता है कि यस आई हैव डन दिस मिस्टेक बट अगेन आई विल नॉट रिपीट इट?
When I moved from Aventis to FMC, so that time it was a little. I felt like a wrong decision without knowing the what is my strength, what is that they are looking for.
In South India, I have seen the person, the families, they have taken the traditional values is still alive.
Basically, South people are not that aggressive in nature.
People in the North India side, they're judged by the dress. But I have seen in Gujarat, Marathwada, Karnataka, in the South region, people judge the other one, not the dress, that's the behavior.
In South, just by what you call your body language or your physical appearance, you can't make out that person is a millionaire or a simple man or a common man.
आज की इस बदलती हुई दुनिया में अक्सर कहा जाता है कि कुर्सी का रोल सबसे महत्वपूर्ण होता है, या कहें कि इंसान की वैल्यू बाद में आती है, कुर्सी पहले आती है, उसकी पोजीशन पहले आती है, चाहे वो पॉलिटिक्स हो, चाहे वो बिजनेस हो, चाहे वो समाज हो, उसमें ओहदा पहले आता है। बट आज मैं जिनके साथ बैठा हूँ, अब चूँकि मैंने ये बात क्यों बोली, क्योंकि आज मैं जिनके साथ बैठा हूँ उस इंसान ओहदे से कहीं ऊपर उस इंसान की शख्सियत है। बहुत सारे वाक़ये हैं क्यों मैं ऐसा कह रहा हूँ, क्योंकि किसी कंपनी में वाइस प्रेसिडेंट की पोस्ट पे होने के बाद जब एक बार किसी अननोन इंसान का फ़ोन आए और वो बोलें कि हाँ मुझे काम है, आप मिलने आ जाओ, 3 बजे का टाइम है, वो एक शख्स जिसकी रिस्पेक्ट तहे दिल से मैं आज तक करता हूँ, और उनको एक इस कॉर्पोरेट की लाइफ में एक जो उन्होंने अपना मील का पत्थर साबित हासिल किया है, जो उन्होंने एक रेपुटेशन बनाई है, उस रेपुटेशन को मैं हमेशा अपने दिल में रखता हूँ। ये इतनी सी भूमिका शायद बहुत है आज के हमारे मेहमान के लिए। आज हमारे मेहमान हैं फर्टिस इंडिया के बिजनेस हेड श्री सुरेश रेड्डी साहब। सर, स्वागत है आपका।
Thank you, Amit ji. You have given a nice introduction.
सर, एक्चुअली वो वाक़या मुझे अभी भी याद है जब पहली बार आपको कॉल किया था, जब आप KRPL में थे, और मैंने बोला कि सर ऐसा ऐसा है, इनके रेफरेंस से मैंने कॉल किया है, एंड बीइंग अ पर्सन विद द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ दैट कंपनी विच आई थिंक वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट कंपनी इन इंडिया फॉर एग्रोकेमिकल इनपुट, यू हैव arranged the time for meeting. That humbleness is always for me it's really the great honor that I'm meeting with this Suresh Reddy, with the vice the president of KRPL. But when I met you on that day, I feel light. That is my experience, because हाफ आवर की हमारी मीटिंग रही थी, और उस आधे घंटे में आपके व्यक्तित्व ने इतना नॉर्मल कर दिया था मुझे कि नहीं, यू आर नॉट मीटिंग विद द प्रेसिडेंट, यू आर मीटिंग विद द सुरेश रेड्डी। दैट इज़ द डिफ्रेंसिएशन। सो एक जो हम्बलनेस है वो लाइफ में जनरली, मैं इसी के ऊपर शुरुआत करूँगा। कहाँ से शुरू हुई एक इंसान जो अपनी पोजीशन को वेटेज ना देख के अपने रिलेशन को वेटेज देता है, एज ए सुरेश रेड्डी?
Yeah, absolutely, you are right, अमित। मैं हमेशा पोजीशन को नहीं देखता हूँ। जो भी हमने आई ऑलवेज ट्राई टू बी ए गुड मेंटर और गुड पार्टिसिपेंट विद द पीपल, हाउ आई ट्रीट देम। सो जैसे आप आए थे, आई वॉज नॉट ट्रीटेड यू एज मीडिया पर्सन हु हैज़ कम टू मी एज ए बिजनेस। वट आई थॉट दैट what is that I can learn from you, how I can put themselves into my business area, and where you can also use our connection to improve your business, where you can build your network. So हमेशा मैं उस तरह सोचता हूँ, ऐसा नहीं है मैं बड़ा हूँ वो छोटा है। So I just differentiate based on the what you call age or the experience or the qualification or the position. For me is always equal in front of me.
सर, 35 ईयर का एक बहुत लंबा एक्सपीरियंस, ये 35 ईयर में कौन कौन से challenges आपने फेस किए?
No, many challenges have come in what you call in life. It's not that nobody can have any kind of a challenges. So as we have been progressing in the industry, when I joined in the 1987, in a very junior position as a sales trainee. I have joined as soon as I came out of my college after my post graduation. So every time there is a different kind of a challenges, but that challenges, when you look it as an opportunity to move ahead, then only you will be able to convert those challenges into your opportunities. One simple example I'll tell you: when I was in Swal, my senior told me that when I wanted to look for the certain kind of a permanent employee positions, the number of sales territories were to be increased. Then he said that no, it is not possible, because at this current revenue we cannot increase the number of territories. I said, okay, sir, let me see. Then look at the opportunities of some youngsters whom I can groom from creating a temporary position to, once they reach to a threshold level of our required threshold level turnover, then we can create a positions. So that is what I learned in industry. What is happening today, seniors, they take a decisions kind of, giving an employment is not what you call is very easy. Creating a position and getting, because you are in a position, management has given approval, you are at a decision making, and taken a position and created 10-15 positions. But when business doesn't meet our this kind of expectations, and it doesn't deserve to be that many number of positions, you have that much of revenues are not created, just for the sake of your mistake, then tomorrow you are asking somebody to leave the job. That is the very much painful in industry. As a leader, you always, giving a job is easy, but asking them to go is not that easy. That means you have spoiled somebody's career. So that I'll keep in mind whenever I am creating a one kind of a position. I look at whether this position is going to be sustained with the company, is going to create that, if with or without this person. Individually, whether he is performing or not performing, that is level. But once position is created, that means you are creating an employment opportunity. But with the managements or the company's cost, that you have to be very, very careful. But today what it is happening, many people are at a leaders are coming, and today they take a decision, they call the people of their senior, their juniors or somebody known people, and all give the job, and after 6 months they say that sorry, it is not a business is not catching up as we expected, so we are making your position redundant. How? That fellow, what will happen? He has trusted you, your leadership, and he came, and tomorrow you are throwing him out, and no employment for him, or he has to be on the street again, search for the job. That is not the correct thing to be at a senior level. Whenever you are, that is the principle what I believe in my life. Creating job may be easy, but throwing them out is highly painful. You are spoiling or destroying the career of somebody else whom they have trusted.
Sir, outside your professional world, how is the Suresh Sureti word? Because professional, everyone knows you. As a personal life, how you spend your day?
As a personal life, I spend my day, if you see, I am basically a highly, what you call, keeping myself very much engaged, and always to be busy with whatever kind of a work I am doing. I have been doing that for the last 37 years. Outside world, the only some kind of a relation where our profession related, how it can be, win-win situation can happen, mutually can help by knowing each other. That is a kind of a networking we can see. Maybe apart from the agri input industry, if I see a kind of FMCG or some other industries, what kind of a relevance in type of a rural marketing we have, those kind of a things I used to look at. Even agriculture, farmer connected. When we go to the fertilizer dealers in the villages, the same dealer must be doing a cement business or your steel business. Those kind of a things, how do we make it? Apart from that, I really love this thing. I fully engrossed in these many years. Only to my agriculture agri input profession, and then to be I always to be connected with the farmer. This thing I love that.
Any hobby, sir?
Any hobbies? Nothing but watching movies.
Especially in
Yeah, because you see in this what you call this busy life, even we don't get time to go to the theaters, and all. Almost I stopped going to the theater 10 15 years back. Now only whatever Sunday or any holiday, what do you call only watching television on the television. That the whole day it will go 4 5 hours watching TV.
so जनरली क्या है, पीपल विल टॉक अबाउट दी सक्सेस स्टोरीज. मेरा एक क्वेश्चन सबसे होता है, वो होता है फेलियर का. वाई? बिकॉज व्हाट आई बिलीव, फेलियर इज दिस टाइप ऑफ सक्सेस. तो आपके अर्ली डेज जो कॉपरेट के रहे हैं या इन बिटवीन जो भी रहे, कोई ऐसा फेलियर जिसमें लगता है कि यस आई हैव डन दिस मिस्टेक बट अगेन आई विल नॉट रिपीट इट?
Yes, few of the things like when we are what you call changing the directions, when you feel that kind of where you want to take move to the next level, when you do that kind of a mistakes. That mistake I have done in my, again it is connected to professional only, when I have moved from Aventis to FMC. So that time it was a little, I felt like a wrong decision without knowing the what is my strength, what is that they are looking for. Actually they looked at my experience and my strength, but the business model was the different, where I felt I was not going into the operations at all. That was a kind of supporting function, where I could not gel well in that function. That is the kind of so whenever you are taking, you have to take deep dive into the information. More information you seek, if it is not available, what is the role you are going to have, that kind of a thing, right? And another thing also we have changed, whenever your portfolio get changes, that point in time also you have to be very one big challenge when we happened, when in the industry, when this genetically engineered crops have come in. That point in time we were fully dependent on the one of the product which is very very strong on the your Heliothris of cotton. When the genetically engineered crop has come in, a BT crop or whatever that time it we call BZ crop, what we talk BT cotton. So on that BZ, when that product was, because of that product application got failed, and then we got to look for a new portfolio, the portfolio which can fit into the cotton crop. The crop, when it started evolving, then we realized that this immediately when those who have taken the very proactive step, then those were very successful. What happened on cotton, immediately from the your bollworm segment, immediately it switched over to the sucking complex segment. So the people who are proactive to get into the sucking complex segment, then they were very successful. So when we were late, we were a bit taken a shock, and then recovery time was taken much. That's the kind of a thing. So business evolutions we need to understand, and accordingly you should proactively get into the what kind of a product will fit into the coming times.
सो ये जो एक्सपीरियंस रहा, ये आगे किसी ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट में आपने यूज़ किया कि जो अब इसको ऐसे नहीं करना है, एट एनी ऑफ दी?
Yeah, that's what. Now that is the when we were into a totally crop protection segment. Now the upcoming segments were like crop health and soil health segments that were catching up as the time need of the time. So then we started adding those kind of a portfolios immediately. The biologicals, and then the crop protection, and then the plant health, the plant nutrition. Yes, then it has become a complete portfolio to the farmer to approach. So that is one area immediately made to get into the complete portfolio kind of a thing, and proactively thinking.
So it's not a reaction, that is a response that we have taken. Sir, if not in agriculture, then what will be the field?
I planned to be kind of engineer. That was in my during my intermediate education. I wanted to be into mathematics thing and move in towards the engineering side. but I did not happen because of my score. I did not get the seat into the this engineering stream. I got into the agriculture stream.
एक क्वेश्चन जो हमारे लिस्ट में नहीं है, मैं आपसे पर्सनली पूछना चाह रहा हूँ. वाई? बिकॉज आई एम वेरी इम्प्रेस्ड ऑफ द कल्चर व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट इन साउथ इंडिया. In north, there's a culture has mixed up with lot many. Like when you talk about Delhi, is a multi-cultural city, so you will find every people, every cultural people. So culture has exchange. There's no unique one. There's exchange one. In Delhi, one person can be a Punjabi also, Haryanvi also, or a UP and Bihari also. But in South India, I have seen the person, the families, they have taken the traditional values is still alive. That can be the Sanatana, that can be some other religions. So any of the cultural value which you have received from your parents. I've seen the South Indian people, they are very, very, I will not say rigid, I'll say the strong believer. There's a two different word. So they are very strong believer in their culture and their tradition. That is.
No, the culture tradition, when we are talking of particularly the South kind of a thing, basically, South people are not that aggressive in nature. That is one stand which, because of that also, we become more of a kind of, the very gentle for the all your surroundings, all your friend circle and all those kind of a thing. That is one strong belief what we have is that be kind to the others and be like your own, have a trust. That is most important. Which is missing in the north side is that bit aggressive and mutual trust levels are little lower side. So whereby immediately they start looking at the person, whether that person is going to be your trustable person or not. That kind of a judgment will start here. That is the difference kind of a thing. And by and large, the God fear is very high in South. That is why whether they go to the temple or not, but that kind of spirituality, and then they have that kind of things.
One more thing, so what I have observed, I have seen, I'm not blaming any of the North Indian people, I am also the North one, but generally this habit, I also have some kind of, people in the North India side, they judge by the dress. But I have seen in a Gujarat, Marathwada, Karnataka, in the South region, people judge the other one, not the dress, that's the behavior, majorly. So I have seen in South also, the person which having the empire, crores of empire, $1 billion empire, he is with the dhoti and the simple chappal and taking a street food with anywhere. You can't judge that this person having a, you can say the businessman, industrialist. But here in India, at the North India side, somebody is opened the company, started the startup kind of, and they dress up like he is a millionaire kind of chairman or something. Is it right? Is my statement?
Partly you are right, but what you call in South, just by what you call your body language or your physical appearance, you can't make out that person is a millionaire or a simple man or a common man. Whereas in North, they try to portray in their body language, in their physical appearance, whether how strong he is, how financially is a strong person, or how rich and all. So that differentiation they wanted to make. That is the what you call culturally, you can say the difference between the north and south, if you see.
The same thing I have seen the Gujarati people also, and they are very ground to earth. Okay, so professional life में चलते हैं सर थोड़ा सा. अभी तो हम personal पे ज़्यादा focus कर रहे थे आपके. Having started your career in 1987 with BASF, right, and then working with Hedge, Agroway, Aventa, FMC, UPL. And that time UPL and Soil were the same group or the separate one?
It was same group.
It was same group. And KREPL. So, the most significant turning point you have any of the company. I'm not ask you to compare between the company, but your experience, which you enjoy your work.
Yeah, every change whenever I had gotten a very good what do you call the comfort kind of a thing, or the kind of appreciation and the work enjoyment. It's every stage which I had from BASF to Hext. I had from Hext to Aventis. It was only a company name change. It was not this thing. From Aventis afterwards, it has become Bayer Crop Science. Okay, when Aventis was under the kind of for the that Aventis as a whole conglomerate, they wanted to hive off the agri business. That point in time, BASF and Bayer was in bid to acquire the agri business. So that point in time, I have taken a call. Let me move out now. Though I have completed the 13 years, has gotten a very what do you call very successful career there in Hext and Aventis. Established many products, new products to the country and to the farmers, cotton farmer and then the paddy farmer, those kind of things which we brought in. And then after FMC, it was a different kind of a business. And then UPL. So UPL, I had a very successful stint starting from as a general manager to the business head level. In both the cases, Swal and then UPL, it was much. So in my total success, in my total career, if you see, I can say that the two companies which have given a big change in me are a big face to the market, which I got name and fame, whatever you call, got it. One was Hext Aventis, that was about 13 years plus I worked there, and then UPL is 15 years plus. So that is the one where out of my total career, so the initial first year I don't count because that was as a just fresher from the college, just got into kind of a job. So these are the two companies where I value, where it has given for me the upliftment or the value in the market, recognition, everything which I got it through these two companies.
One line I should add on that one, sir. There's one thing also, the working with the most miracle person in UPL, and that is Raju Bhai, who had changed the spectrum of this industry. Now is the fourth largest in award.
Yes.
They are I would like to call them as a magician, to whom I met him many times personally. The person having the magic in their word, what they are saying, they wanted to achieve that things. So working with Raju Bhai, this always be a great exposure. So you have worked with grassroots as a पैन इंडिया लीडरशिप रोल, एक एग्जीक्यूटिव से शुरू होकर आप पैन इंडिया पे आए, तो वो जो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन रहा, उसमें कैसे कैसे लोग आपको मिले हैं, एवरी काइंड ऑफ, कोई ऐसा पर्सनालिटी जिनको आपको लगता है जो आपको याद हो, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव एनीथिंग?
No, it is always when you are having only one kind of what you call the goal of success, and then the meeting your targets. Then you don't mind somebody will come, may not come up to the expectations. Then how do you make them to change? If finally if they don't change to the situation, we will have to change them. that is only the approach I have. So,
Any funny kind of personality you have remember that in a colleague or someone?
it's
Do enjoy the life and also work hard.
not really. There were people who always give you a different kind of a perspective. So that is a part of life.
सर स्ट्रेटजिक रोल में आपका क्या एक एग्रोकेमिकल में स्ट्रेटजिक रोल, बिकॉज वाई दिस क्वेश्चन इज कम्स अराउंड, यू आर वेरी कनेक्टिंग विद द फर्म, विद मैकेंजी, Accenture, these all. So how you believe?
Yeah, these people, they bring a lot of what you call cross learning, because they are the people, like, in kind of a consultancies, they work with the various industries. That is the beauty with them. When you work with them, they bring in the lot of cross industry perspectives they bring in. And how do we get into in our business, we can adaptability, or the how we can strategize those things into these things, our business. So that is one. So in that perspective, with all these people, all the people, different projects we have taken up. We worked up in some case with some agency, we have worked on the business expansion. Some cases we have worked on how the capabilities can be built for the people. In some cases, how do you work on your human resources optimization. Even in some projects, we have worked out our how you can make your product as a much competitive in terms of the pricing, by bringing certain kind of a changes in your the costing factors. And even how do you bring the improvisation in your or the disruption, how can you bring in your market approach of your marketing strategies. This is what they try to what you call give narratives of the other industry perspectives, how that those products, those segments, how they could grow, and this segment why not. That is the kind of perspective they bring. And a lot of in that working with them, you get a lot of what you call no kind of energy you will get, because a lot of young people keep joining with them and bring a lot of what you call latest happenings they bring. That is a beauty working with them.
सर एक स्टेटमेंट था जो मैं आपसे बस हाँ या ना में उसका जवाब चाहूँगा। वो स्टेटमेंट एक रिसर्च कंसल्टिंग के एक ग्लोबल कंसल्टेंट है, आई विल नॉट टेक द नेम क्योंकि वो सही नहीं रहेगा। उन्होंने एक बात मुझसे बोली थी कि अमित, कंसल्टिंग का मेजर 90% काम वही होता है कि वो बंदा वही बात बोले जो उसका क्लाइंट सुनना चाहता है। तो ये किस हद तक सही है या गलत है? कंसल्टिंग जनरली दे विल नॉट गोइंग टू चेंज द स्ट्रेटजी। वो तो हाँ, वो एक मोहर लगाते हैं कि जो ओनर जो कह रहा है वो सही है या नहीं है।
Maybe it depends on the behavior of the or the approach of the that kind of a promoters. If the promoters wanted to align, some of the promoters may take it as a social status. Yes, some companies are working me as a consultants, but they don't change. So then in that case, they will change their gear and align with the what they want to hear, and then how they want to get it. So it all depends on the management of that respective company, what they want to hear out. If somebody wants to hear out, yes, there is a improvement is required. We are not doing that great. These are the areas improvements are required. And some of the people may think that we are all doing good. What further value can add by you joining with us? Maybe in terms of talent acquisition, or in terms of other what you call market exposure, or some people may look at some kind of a to gather the investors. That point in time, it may cannot happen when they wanted to go for the fundraising kind of a thing.
Now sir, comes around the current role as Fertis India. So Fertis India is creating a space in crop solution domain now. So what excited you to most about your current role here?
Yeah, so yeah, majorly all these years, in my entire 37 years, 90% of my focus was in the crop protection chemicals. Though I have been in bits and pieces, I have started working for the crop health side, and some specialty nutrients, or some kind of a fertilizer, or sometimes some seeds. But this is the one company which has excited me when I looked at their website and before joining. As I told you, that mistake I will not repeat what I have done in the past, knowing without knowing their business model, or the products portfolio, and all those kind of this I have studied in what you call.
No, I
in
definitely
deep.
compliment that. If this Suresh Reddy is joining any company, definitely there's a something on that one.
So when I have studied that, when I have seen this kind of a portfolio, the products which they have, which are much the current situation it is needed, the kind of a situation what we are passing through, the kind of climate change and the global warming, which are directly impacting the agricultural productivity. So in that connection, these are the products which they have very, very, I can say, it is like, these are the precision agriculture more related, these products, which are like a crop specific and stage specific and your soil specific kind of a products you can define, and customization is very much is there in these kind of a products. That is one. Second thing, a set of products what we have is that uh, these are the products are going to, or if they applied, they are going to reduce the incidences of the insect pest diseases. This is the also we have seen, whereby you are going to address the MRL issues today which we are happening for the export oriented about commodities, or the even Indian origin also. If here and there you people always watching the news, that much pesticide is there, this much pesticide is there, उसमें ड्रिंक में इतना है, उसमें इतना है. So all those kind of things is going to get addressed, because in this category of products what we are not anti to the pesticides or this thing what we are saying. So this will reduce the one or two sprays because of the where it is addressing the intensity or the incidence of these insects and fungal diseases. So we have a specific products. One product it reduces this kind of a thing, sucking pest incidence reduction, and one product which reduces the fungal diseases reduction can happen, incidences and intensity will come down. And there are some products which are going to help in the in your polyhouse culture, where there is nematode problem is very big problem. It's controlling very difficult. Here again a nematode management system we have the products. So all these kind of things which we are complementing in addition to the giving the soil health and the plant health, we are adding the other benefits of value add benefits of improving the quality of the product and minimizing the number of insecticidal sprays or fungicidal sprays, and the soil minimizing their chemical fertilizer utilization, whereby bringing the nutrient use efficiency. And the other benefits also we have is that we are going to explore a few of the products where even it will save money to the farmer when there is an what you call water shortage kind of a thing. Water use efficiency products are also. So it is like the nutrients use efficiency, water use efficiency in the stress situation when you have a long dry spells and all kind of a thing. And then the insect pest disease management, and on top of it we are connecting to the next level the consumer as well, the quality of the produce. So all these years people are talking only quantity. You use my product, everybody tells the ultimate goal is what for the farmer? Quantity production. Quantity is happening. Now we are self-sufficient with all our production, where we have crossed historical our food production, both in horticultural, and we are going for a large exports of our commodities. In this situation now, what is next is important for the farmer is the quality. For the consumer, it is most important. So we are taking, our products are beyond the grower, it's taking care of the consumer needs as well. So we wanted to put the market linkages for the buyer also, how value it is going to give. And day before yesterday, I was in Karnal. We were doing this kind of a POC for the basmati rice. So where we have met the farmers of 20 group farmers we have made, and we are making that product our total crop solution from the seed treatment to the till harvest. So that farmers we are going to that, we are created an app for them. Therein a farmer will feed in what kind of a products he has used. Okay, so then this kind of traceability. When a buyer purchases this produce, wherever it goes, it can be tracked. When we give that kind of a QR code of that farmer for that pack material, so then he will get which farmer has produced it and what kind of a product he has used. and what is that particular variety, and what is the nutrition value of that crop. That is the next level of thing what we are looking at. So by using our product, what genetically that particular variety is supposed to have the nutritional density, that is going to be protected by using our products.
So nutshell, sir, Fertis are focusing not only the productivity but quality in terms of malnutrition, nutrition deficiency, which is the major issue of any of the country right now. India has a very nutrient deficiency in the child now.
So we are driving the farmer to get the right price based on the quality as well. So the farmer profitability, how do you calculate? Farmer profitability, what is that? Your quantity multiplied by price minus cost divided by the risk. So what I am saying, risk is mitigating with our products. Cost is the one which is, we are not talking, he is investing on his crop. So this ROI, what we are talking to the farmer, we wanted to give this kind of a definition to the farmer, quantity and the price. So the price is the one which is with these products will come, and you have risk mitigating while using our product, either addressing by abiotic stress or biotic stress, the soil health, how you are minimizing your other risk, whatever the climate change risks which we are going to face, or some kind of increased incidences of diseases and pests that we are going to address. And then the cost, that is why here our formula is, don't treat our products as a cost, because we are not talking of by using our products you will save this, you will save this. No, we are going to say that your profit is going to increase, so your ROI is going to increase. So we have to consider this. These are the investment of the in agriculture.
सर एक हाइपोथेटिकली क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ आपसे. जनरली क्वालिटी पे तो हम फोकस कर रहे हैं, पिछले 20-25 सालों से हम क्वालिटी पे फोकस कर, क्वांटिटी पे फोकस कर रहे हैं, और हम क्वांटिटी पे वी हैव नाउ अचीव दैट इनफ नंबर ऑल्सो. एक हमारे पास एक मशीन आई है अब सबके पास है जनरली, वो सॉइल टेस्टिंग मशीन, कि सॉइल में कितना माइक्रो क्या यूरिया है, कितना सब कुछ है. Do we have any kind of machine, or we can develop any kind of machine which can be put it down in the crop फाइनल प्रोडक्ट कि इस प्रोडक्ट में इतना न्यूट्रिशन होना चाहिए, वैल्यू उतनी है या नहीं है?
No, currently it is not there, but it has to be a lab test basis. If you see any of the produce, even for that matter, now you see whenever, whichever standard hotel if you go, they are giving, you are asking dal they are giving, no, in dal fry, what kind of a calorie it is having, what kind of
this पुराना डेटा है, वो तो है दाल में.
So that, like that, this also now, there are machines which are giving only up to, what you call TSS, what we call is as a bricks. Total soluble sugar, how much it is there in that, right? The bricks content they will give you, and the kind of, you can measure the protein, and you can measure the carbs, you can measure the other, like your in case of fruits, if you see ascorbic acid, how much it has to be there. Now that is what we are talking, like in all the crops whichever we are talking, the measurement is how much percentage of that ingredient is increasing, that nutrition. That's what we call it as a dense nutrition. We are going to give you how much it is supposed to be, the ascorbic acid is there. Suppose if you take in turmeric, how much curcumin will be there. If you take tobacco, we have got a customized fertilizer for tobacco where ITC and GPL uses. The tobacco cultivation largely used in Andhra and then Karnataka, this part, where both the companies procures. So we are supplying the customized fertilizer to GPIL farmers. Okay, Godfrey Phillips India Limited. So they procure all the kind of burley tobacco, what we call. Whereas through the tobacco board, we are giving for our products are recommended by the tobacco board for the FCV tobacco, which tobacco board directly procures from the farmer. So there, the nicotine content is the measurement. Okay, right. When you go to the tomato, it will be the shape, color, and what kind of a mass should be there, flesh mass, and then the nutritional value. Right. So what it is supposed to give. So all these things, but right now what you asked, it is the future when we are able to tell them. Today, for that matter, in we are into in Fortis India, there is a machine called a Nebula, where it is almost all the major mandis they are buying. So by giving that machine, it is AI based machine, which is only first of its kind with this company is giving. So wherein they put 100 gram of grain in that machine, it gives the whole thing of that grain. How much moisture is there, how much foreign material is there, what is the kind of, per kg weight, how many grains will come, all those kind of statistics it is going to give, whereby buyer decides what price he should pay. That is the future. So the quality based price getting farmer has to be the thing next, is the achievement is going to happen. Farmer should be able to decide all this. They say no, farmers, every company or every produce, they decide their price, but we are not able to decide our price. So the days are coming in future where farmer has to decide what price he can sell.
Sir, what's the vision of Fortis India in next 5 years?
Fortis India next vision, I told so we are looking at the specialized crops, these all the crops where the end user sees the benefit, like from the beyond the grower, how we can reach to the consumer. You buy from this, we wanted to enable the grower. Yes, this is the buyer, he wants to have this kind of a quality of produce, so my farmer is giving. That is the vision what we are having.
You were recently talking about the ROI for the farmer. My next question is the same, somewhat in the same one, that right now biological and the sustainability is the one of the buzzword which everyone is talking about. So the biological can make this change affordable kind of costing for the farmer, or in the near about future? क्या लगता है सर आपको?
No, it depends on the product, what it is supposed to address the concern. Then if it is addressing that concern, definitely it can happen. But what we are talking is that the thing what we are talking, the biologicals, how is only thing is that the current chemical products which are not environmental friendly, that environmental friendly, how it can bring, like the things which can work on today also. I will tell you, we are using X product of chemical insecticide or fungicide or herbicide. If you add with the biological, where it improves the kind of efficiency of that particular product and minimizes the chemical residues. Right.
So residues and uses both.
Usage and even the persistence of that product. Then that kind of a thing can come in. So that is what how the biologicals are coming into the picture, how the existing whatever the usage is happening for those chemical products, how they can minimize the chemical residues or the efficiency improving, how the cost mitigation can happen in that. The persistence. Right. So a number of duration of control, what we call today, if it is applied, it is giving for 8 days control. So if you add that product, if it is increasing substantially to 13, 14, 15 days of the crop protection, that means his number of sprays are getting reduced, no? Right. So and the chemical usage comes down and you become more environmental friendly.
Right. And soil friendly in between.
Yeah.
Right. On a lighter note, sir, if you had a explain agriculture, if you had the chance, now it's a very, very, very common and a very litigious problem which comes around, and making understand agriculture to the Gen Z are now the generation. How you will do that?
It's a big challenge, I'll tell you. Gen Z is not yet seen the true agriculture, not gone to the villages. They are all born and brought up in the cities. Some time back, someone joke also used there, no? Hey, where do you get milk? It's from Mother Dairy. Right. So that kind of this thing. So what I am telling you, even the people who are living in this, now the concept of the kitchen garden, roof garden, kind of things we need to build. The people, they should understand how tough to get the spoon into their mouth. राइट, बिकॉज आई कांट से, बिकॉज हम बोलते हैं ना 5 उंगलियां मुंह में कैसे जाएगा, बट आजकल बच्चे तो स्पून से खाते हैं, तो उसके बोलना पड़ेगा हाउ इट कैन बी. सो दैट एग्रीकल्चरल इम्पोर्टेंस, that culture is to be developed, and somewhere it is developing also. The city based people, they started moving towards, like, farmhouses, some farm kind of a thing.
मुझे क्या लगता है सर कि जैन जी को समझाना तो मुश्किल है, बट अगर हम समझाने के पीछे भागेंगे तो माइट बी वी आर नॉट एबल टू मेक देम अंडरस्टैंड. वी हैव टू फील देम अंडरस्टैंड.
That is why the concept of kitchen garden, roof garden will help them. This how a plant produces this thing, and how it can move into their kitchen, from there to their table.
बस सर एक 5 मिनट का और रैपिड फायर और खेलते हैं. इसमें यस नो और एक या दो शब्द का आपका आंसर रहेगा कि वन बुक दैट इन्फ्लुएंस यू.
That I feel when you want to be more what you call a fighter kind of a thing in your all day-to-day life or in business, that Art of War.
Art of War. That's nice. Morning person or night owl?
Mix.
Okay. Tea, coffee, or something else?
Only coffee.
Your favorite city to travel in India?
Because I have been traveling across the country for many years, almost 2.5 decade. So every state I have got a one love city.
And outside the India?
Outside India, if you see, the best places are Europe.
One habit you never compromise?
Perseverance.
One agri-tech innovation you are most excited about?
Many things have come up, but nothing has been meeting or improving the life of the farmer. Yet to more come.
Who inspire you the most in life?
My father.
So he is a hero. Okay. Every child has a father and a hero. One word your colleague would use to describe you.
Workaholic.
What motivate you every morning?
I did less yesterday.
If you had to give one piece of advice to the young agri professional in one line, what would be?
Hard work, persistence.
If you get the chance to date someone, to whom you will do?
No answer.
Okay. 3 personalities in agriculture industry which you always admire.
In agriculture industry, if I see on the basis of the success, what they had, what kind of a vision they had in this whole of agriculture industry, I admire. One is Raju Bhai. He is always there for many people. And next I can say is that Mr. Rajesh Agrawal is a kind of a down-to-earth and the MD of KREPL. And another which I have seen is that the good contribution for the agri-input industry as a domestic player whom they have made is Mr. R.K. Agrawal Dhanuka.
R.G. Agrawal.
Sorry, R.G. Agrawal.
Unfortunately, the 3 person I love to work with them. मैंने इन सब के साथ जनरली काम किया है. राजेश अग्रवाल के साथ तो आपके साथ किया ही हुआ है. रज्जू भाई के साथ काम किया है. दिस इज़ माई लक. आई एम द वन. R.G. अग्रवाल साहब के साथ मैं 3 साल डायरेक्टली उनके साथ काम किया. Both were the very
passionately they made the company.
The age which they have, especially Raju Bhai and Agrawal Sahab, generally people will get retired, sit in a house, but they both, I salute them. They still are the same energy when they entered in the field. So, thank you, sir.
Salute them.
Always. हम बात कर रहे थे श्री सुरेश रेड्डी साहब से. हमारे इनके साथ रिलेशन बहुत नए भी हैं, पुराने भी हैं, और ऑलवेज ही जब भी हम इनसे मिलते हैं सर ऑलवेज इन सपोर्टिव. हर समय कुछ ना कुछ नई चीज़ सीखने को मुझे मिली इनसे, और मुझे लगता है कि आज आपको भी कुछ चीज़ें सीखने को मिली थी. जनरली हमारा पॉडकास्ट थोड़ा लंबा रखा जाता है, पर आज हमें थोड़ा स्क्रिप्ट और शॉर्ट रखना पड़ा ड्यू टू सर की फ़्लाइट है और उनको आगे भी जाना है. तब तक के लिए अब नए पॉडकास्ट में मिलेंगे किसी और के साथ. तब तक के लिए विदा लेता हूँ. सर, थैंक यू सो मच.
Thank you, Amit.
थैंक यू.